I would like to briefly summarize the contents of the Second International Conference of Orgonomy that will be held at the Grand Hotel of Rio Terme, Italy, an important spa located in the countryside of Ravenna between July 30 and August 2 of this year. We have focused the program of the conference on 4 major issues, based above all on the most recent results from the application of ergonomy and ergonomic theories into the scientific field. They are the following: pediatrics, by paying particular attention to the character and philosophical development of children; the cure of diseases, by the combined use of organ devices such as the doorbuster and the organ accumulator; the weather, with an overview of various researches and of the results of the recent operation in the medical content on the recovery of the natural atmospheric pulsation; and finally the biomes, a multidisciplinary issues that, in my opinion, could have enormous developments in the years to come, with potential application in all the branches of science, not least the cure of diseases and weather. We have invited to speak to the conference on the above subjects researchers and scientists of international standing that have excelled with researches and studies both in the lab and in the field. The results they obtained not only confirmed the original theories of Reich, but highlighted further results and applications that Reich did not achieve at this time. Amongst them we find Dorothy Burlech, USA, a psychiatrist, will speak on the organ therapy on children with particular reference to the formation of the character armor and to the influence of the environment, the family, the school and the healthcare system on the genital development of children. James Strick, USA, a historian of ergonomy, will focus his presentation on biomes and biome experiments that Reich carried out both in Norway in the 1930s and later in the USA, and on the controversy that arose about his results with the then ruling germ theory of Pasteur. Strick will also discuss the relation between biomes and cancer biopathy, a relation very close and current. Georg Skavulas, a German physician, will discuss the psychiatric and physical organ therapy applied to a large range of diseases. Besides, Skavulas will show the results from his experience of more than 30 years of cure in sport injuries by using the doorbuster. James DeMeo, USA, will speak on the origin of the character harmony in the most ancient deserts of our planet, with particular attention to the consequences that have had on the present socio-political situation. In addition, DeMeo will present the results of his lab experiments with the organ accumulator and with the cosmic organ energy. Finally, he will discuss on the efficacy and quality of Reich's researches and studies in the present international scientific context. Richard Schwartzman, USA, a psychiatrist, will discuss some of the most typical human characters as determined by the organ therapy investigation. In particular, the oral, the phallic, the anal, the genital and the socio-political characters will be treated with particular attention to the socio-political one, very important to understand the socio-political context that is characterizing the present historical period. Connie Hufsteiner, USA, a psychiatrist, will speak on the spreading of the behavior of the armored human being in our society and on the consequences that have in general on the present social context and in particular on the human being, called by Reich people in trouble. Hufsteiner will do also a presentation on Reich's experience in the Arizona desert in the first 1950s, aimed to reestablish the natural atmospheric pulsation. Reich succeeded after some months of work to temporarily recover the natural pulsation make rain in an area that was lacking for decades. Thanasis Mandafounis, Greece, a physicist, will report his studies on the ether and the organ energy and its relationship with the empty space hypothesized by Einstein in his theory of relativity. Roberto Maglione, Italy, will speak on the recent experiences of the weather and on the recovery of the natural pulsation carried out in northwest of the American continent, aimed at reducing the drought that was compromising the crops of that area. Besides, he will speak on the relation amongst the active molecule of Robert Brown and the biomes of Reich, and on the development of present physics, that is based above all on the theoretical studies of Einstein on Brownian motion, highlighting the mistakes done by Einstein in modeling the Brownian motion and in confirming the atomistic theory of matter. Besides, we are planned in the conference, generally at the end of each scientific day, 4 workshops where the participants can interact with the lecturers to see and learn how to perform ergonomy lab tests, or how to use organ devices such as the doorbuster or the organ accumulator. The workshops will focus on the following topics: the Reich blood test, led by the Italian biologist Armando Vecchietti. You will see how to do it and how to evaluate the results, considering it above all as a tool for the early diagnosis of cancer. The doorbuster, led by Jorgen Kavoras. You will see how to build and use it in the cure of disease, especially used in combination with the organ accumulator. The Biomes, led by James Strick, Roberto Maglione and James Dameo. You will see how to prepare and observe them at the microscope. The organ accumulator, led by James Dameo. You will learn how to build and use it particularly in the lab testing and in the cure of disease. Finally, at the end of the conference, the movie of the Einstein director Anthony Svoboda, The Strange Case of Wilhelm Reich, with Klaus Maria Brandauer acting the part of Reich, will be shown. The movie, subtitled in Italian, is mainly focused on the American years of Reich. Technical advisor is by Richard Blasgant, a psychiatric former president of the American College of Orgonomy. I remind you also that the seats at the conference are limited. You can register with the discount on the rate if the registration is done by the end of May.
Anau aspan mınau bak, aspanda bulut bakjada. Mamı koştu kalaulap, kısta kelip kalgana. Tandırı bak mandayı, тағы көйлек сұрап жүр. Бақты кезіп талқайын, жалаң аяқ жылап жүр. Аспан жердің арасын дәрігер қыз алуда. Табиғаттың жарасын ақ тәкемен таңуда. Ақ бұтағын құшақтап түксиеді қар емен. Қыс тазалық, қыс әппақ, әр өкініш, әр өлең. Анау аспан, мынау бақ, аспанда бұлт бақжада. Мамық ұшты қылаулап, қыста келіп қалыпта. Аспан жердің арасын дәрігер қыз алуда. Табиғаттың жарасын ақ тәкемен таңуда.